Hi everyone, I'm Muhammad Ridwan and I want to talk about the culture and identity in everyday life. It is very important to understand culture in this era because we live in increasingly connected and diverse world where people from different backgrounds interact more than ever before. So, here is my three main point is social interaction reflect cultural norms and value. Voting choice express cultural identity and individually. Next is food creates connection and preserve tradition. And also culture and identity enrich everyday in life in meaningful ways. Then I will explain these three main points to support my subtopic. So, cultural identity plays a big role in shaping how we interact with each other. In some cultures, people greet each other with bows and as a sign of respect, while in others, the handshake or hugs are most common they do. These behaviors reflect deeper cultural values such as politeness, hospitality, and respect for elders. By understanding these social norms, we can strengthen relationships, avoid misunderstanding, and build connection with people from various backgrounds. The second one is the clothing choice express cultural identity and individually. What we wear every day is a direct reflection of our cultural identity. Traditional clothing like a sari, hijab, or batik serve as a powerful symbol of pride and belonging. Even in modern fashion, elements of traditional attire like patterns or fabrics are often integrated to create unique styles. For example, wearing a modern outfit with a traditional scarf or accessory shows how people can blend personal expression with cultural heritage. The third one is the food creates connection and preserve tradition. Food is one of the most universal ways to celebrate cultures and identity. Preparing and sharing traditional dishes brings families and communities together, creating a sense of belonging. For example, a family preparing nasi lemak is not just cooking, they're preserving or passing down cultural tradition. Even in busy modern life, enjoying this food reminds us of our roots and keeps our culture alive. So, those are the ways culture and identity influence our everyday lives through daily rituals, social interaction, personal expression, and shared experience like food. This aspect not only connect us to our roots, but also help us understand and appreciate others' cultures. I hope you enjoyed my vlog and found it meaningful. Thank you for watching and see you next time.
Hi everyone, my name is Awang Ajrin bin Awang Adis. Today I will talk about the topic element of culture. Culture is very important in our life. It influences how we think, act and connect with other people. By learning about culture, we can better understand different community around the world. There are 7 main elements of culture. Number 1 is language, 2 is religion, 3 custom and tradition, 4 arts and literature, 5 social organization, 6 is government, and lastly economic system. Let's look at each of them with example. Language and religion. Language is how people communicate. Every culture has its own language like Malay, English, Mandarin or Tamil. Language carries meaning and connect people. Religion. Religion teach people what is right and wrong. It also guide how people live, pray and celebrate in Malaysia. We have Islam, Christian, Buddha and Hinduism. Next, we have custom tradition. arts and literature. Custom and tradition are things people do regularly. Example, Hari Raya, Chinese New Year, Deepavali, or Keamatan. Art and literature show the creative side of culture like traditional dance, music, batik, and story from the past. They tell us about history and value. After that, we have social organization and government. Social organization mean how people are grouped in society. Family, school, and community teach us how to behave. Government show who has the power to make decision. In some country, people vote the leader. In other, they may be a king or queen. Lastly, we have economic system. The economic system is how people earn a living. Some work as farmers or fishermen. Other works in office or factory. The kind of job people do depend on their culture and environment. In conclusion, those are the 7 elements of culture. They help us to understand and respect different way of life. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy this explanation. That's all from me. Goodbye.
Hello everyone, my name is Muhammad Rizwan and my matrix number is BK24210326. So today I'm going to do a short video or short vlog about tradition and sense of belonging. So firstly, I would like to explain what is tradition and sense of belonging. Tradition, custom and practice passed down through generation that reflect a community culture, belief and values. They include celebration, language, food and clothing, and ritual that help preserve identity and strengthen culture heritage over time. These traditions serve as a bridge between the past and the present, reminding us where we came from and what we stand for. A sense of belonging, on the other hand, is the emotional feeling of being accepted, valued, and connected to a group, whether it's a family, culture, or society. This gives people comfort, purpose, and identity. Tradition play an important role in creating this sense of belonging by bringing people together through shared experiences, fostering unity, and reminding us that we are part of something meaningful and lasting. In a diverse society, tradition can also promote understanding, respect, harmony among different communities. So next, I would like to continue my video or vlog with explanation about tradition and sense of belonging.
So, secondly, tradition not only connect us to the past, but they also bring us closer in our daily life. When we celebrated festivals like Hari Raya, Chinese New Year, or Deepavali, it's more than just the clothes or food. It's about coming together with the people we care about. Speaking our mother tongue, following family custom, or respecting the value passed down from our ancestors, all of this shape who we are. Each experience create bonds, strengthen identity, and build a deep sense of belonging with our family, friends, and community around us. So, for the example, in Malaysia, we celebrate a variety of festivals such as Hari Raya, Chinese New Year, and Deepavali, each with its own unique tradition and meaning. These celebrations are more than just about wearing traditional clothes or enjoying the delicious food. They are moments where people come together, share joy, and strengthen bonds across families, friends, and even different cultures. Through these shared experiences, we feel appreciated, accepted, and truly connected to those around us. That is the real meaning of belonging, feeling like you are part of something bigger and something that values who you are.
tradition is more than just a part of history. It is something living, something we carry with us every day. It's how we feel safe, respected, and loved with our family, culture, and community. Through tradition, we learn who we are, where we came from, and what we share with others. They give us a sense of identity, connection, and purpose. So let us continue to honor, protect, and celebrate our tradition, because in them we find our place, our people, and the meaning of belonging. That's all from me. Thank you for watching, everyone.
Alright everyone, hi, my name is Lemon Maxman. My number metric is BA24160698 and my subtopic is the importance of understanding culture in this era. So here is my 3 main points from my subtopic are enhance communication, strengthen identity and belonging, and promotes tolerance and respect. Then I will explain my 3 main points to support my subtopic. First one, enhance communication. In this era, we are constantly interacting people from different backgrounds, whether at work, school, or even online. For example, understanding cultural custom, body language, and communication style help us avoid misunderstanding and makes our interactions more smoother. Secondly, promote tolerance and respect. When we take our time to see other culture, we see it through our different eyes. So this helps us to break down other discrimination and stereotypes. For example, instead of judging, we learn to appreciate differences, and that naturally leads to kindness, empathy, and respect among people. Lastly, strengthen identity and belonging. Exploring our own culture and learning about others give us a deeper sense of who we are. This will help us to understand our values, our root, and what makes us a unique person. At the same time, it shows us how we fit into a bigger picture. For example, when we see where we come from and how we connect with others, we feel a stronger sense of belonging, not just to our own community, but also to our world. So that's all of my reason why understanding culture is very important in this era. I hope you guys can understand and enjoy my vlog. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.
Thank you, everyone! Thank you, Elmar! Boom!
Welcome back with me again with your big man for today, which is Muhammad Aiman Hakimi. The name's given, of course, and my matrix number is BA24160857. Remember it well. Okay, right. So, what we're gonna do today on this very good day is talk about a topic for my oral communication assignment, or is a topic, like I said, is known as cultures, identity, and belonging. Right, these words might sound big to you, not sound fancy and all that, but it's just about who we really are, where we come from, and where do we truly belong, you know? It's just something simple, really. Now, without further ado, let's get into it, shall we? Yeah. Alright, so now this is where it gets interesting, last and lashes. The first subtopic I'm going to talk about is, of course, cultures. It's pretty obvious from the title, right? So, cultures, as we know, is everything that shapes the way we live. It's from the food we eat, it's the way we live, it's the language that we speak, the music we dance to, and the tradition that we celebrate. Right, for example, the Dusun, of course, they celebrate Keamatan. For the Bajau, of course, they celebrate Lepa-Lepa, yes, of course. And it's actually passed down from generations to generations, to stories, family habits, and community rituals. Although we might not really stick it deep in like our ancestors did, if you know what I mean. Let's understand where we come from. It also gives us a sense of our own identity. Okay, so now without dwelling more into the past, let's move on to our next subtopic, which is identity. Identity is how we see ourselves and how we express it to the world, right? So it's also influenced by our culture, but at the same time, it's also influenced by our experience, right? Our own experience. It also shaped our cultures. I mean, the way we perceive it to the world, right? So my identity, of course, is not depends on one. I'm actually a mix of Dusun and Bajau, so it's not always so simple, you know. Like sometimes I feel like I'm trapped between those two cultures. That's what this subtopic so unique, which is identity. It makes this so personal, you know, so unique. Right, last but not least, this might get a bit of sensitive, lads and lasses, because the subtopic I'm gonna talk about next is sorry, my bad, sense of belonging. Right, sense of belonging. The sense of belonging is that feeling deep down in your heart where it's that we want to be seen, to be valued, to be accepted, whether it's by our family, community, our friends, right? So, but it's not always so easy. Like I said, some people grow up in a feeling that they don't fit in because of their race, their religion, their belief, the language, no background, you know. Some races maybe tend to be biased towards their own, so that's why we have that one sense of feeling that we don't really fit in. I've had my moments too where I felt out of place, you know, like when I go back to Kundasang, I feel like at peace. But at the same time, when I go back to Sompona, my other hometown, which is my mother's, I feel like I don't really fit in because sometimes I don't really understand Bajau, so it makes me feel so out of place. I feel like I'm basically a stranger there. So, but over time, I've come to realize that the sense of belonging is not just about others accepting us. It's about us, ourselves, from our heart, that it's about us embracing who we are and finding out that we are creating spaces where we feel at home. Now, it seems like the video has come to an end. That's all from me today. I hope my vlog or this video can give you more insights towards cultures, identity and belonging.